Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's Tuesday morning, it's a very nice day, but no other intro, I'm going to get straight into this one. Yesterday's video. So I'm going to address broadly some of the things that were said in my comments. I did reply to every negative comment, saying shame on you, blah blah blah. And this is the only time I'm going to address it. If you're one of my true audience who watch my videos and realise that I'm not here exploiting minors and I'm not here just for money or views, then I thank you. But do me a favour, if you see any negativity towards me on my videos, on my channel, could you send them to this video and ask them to check it out? But other than that, moving on, as of tomorrow, we'll be back to normal service. I've already got tomorrow's video planned, so there's that. Alright, so I didn't realise just how controversial yesterday's video was going to be. And some of you are going to find this difficult to hear. But bear with me. Jodie Sue's son is not, I repeat, not a minor. He's 19 years old. He's a man. He's the same age as my youngest son. My youngest son is 19. He lives his own life. Yes, he still lives at home. But he lives his own life, buys his own food, makes his own meals, goes to uni, has a girlfriend, does work, the whole 9 yards. And I don't consider my son a child. He's an adult and I treat him as such. So no, I'm not exploiting minors when I talk about somebody like Jodie Sue's son. Now, if you believe that Jodie Sue's son is a child, then with the greatest of respect, I don't think you've done your research. I think you've perhaps misunderstood or just misheard something that's been said on the internet. Fact check for yourselves, guys. But down to facts, because the main brunt of the comments that were negative, that were saying shame on you, blah blah blah, was because I was spreading unverified hearsay. Well, I'll ask you to think about this for a moment. What actual facts, verified actual facts, do we have in the Summer Wells case? I've got all day, so I'll wait. Oh, I'm tired of waiting. Let me tell you, Summer Wells is missing. That's our fact. That's our one fact. Summer Wells is missing. She's been missing since the 15th of June 2021. And I put to you that every single thing, other than maybe a handful of nuggets from law enforcement, cannot be considered verified facts. None of it. It's all hearsay. Think about it. Can you verify anything that's been said in the Summer Wells case? Anything that is directly related to why, how Summer disappeared and who did it? None. You could say, oh well, Don and Candice look guilty. What does looking guilty mean? They might look guilty, but are there other reasons why Don and Candice might have acted the way they have? That why Candice has lied? Why Don gets drunk and then creates nonsense on certain people's lives? Are there other explanations other than they are guilty? Because they're not guilty. They're not guilty as of the law, because they haven't been tried in a court of law by a jury of their peers. They are innocent until proven guilty. Now, it might be your opinion that they look guilty, and you are entitled to your opinion. And I agree with you. They do look guilty. There's lots of examples I can give, videos I've made, where I've put together clips of Candice with her discrepancies and sometimes contradicting herself in the same conversation. But does it mean she's guilty? No. It means she's shady. In my opinion, she could be guilty, and that's why she's lying. But there's no proof. None. Same with Don. Same with Grandma. Now, Grandma hasn't spoken out very much. Grandma supposedly talked to 2 people. A lot of you guys are taking that as fact, especially from Ziggy V. You're taking that as fact. Is it fact? No. Can it be discussed as an alternate explanation to the script? Yeah, of course it can. It can be speculated upon, it can be theorised upon. You could try to find information that verifies it. Can you find information that verifies it? No. Can you find information that verifies the script? No. Can you find information that verifies any other theory that's been put out? No. None. Now, there's various other people that have been kind of named, who've either come forward in the case or they've appeared on the news, who people have investigated. Jose, David Dotson, Robin Lane, Tim Mullen. Oh God, there's so many. Fred Hill, Jodie Sue, Don Sherfy Jr. I know he's not come forward, but his dad made himself known. And then we could go through families. Is it something to do with the Gord family because of land disputes? Is it something to do with the Barnards, with the Jodie Sue connection? Is it something to do with the Lights? Frank Light's another one who's been implicated. He's an RSO, absolutely. Of course, he should have been turned upside down by law enforcement. His wife came forward very early in the case and said she'd call the cops on Frank because she was concerned, but we can't prove that. That's just hearsay. It's her opinion that Frank might have been involved. Does it mean he is? No. Not at all. But what about the other families? The Wells. So various people from Don's family or step family. Mary Tucker, she's in Utah, living her best life. Well, I'd like to believe that, I really would. Is there any proof of it? No. Don's RSO son, Don's mysterious other daughter. Any proof against them? No. The Bly and the Hara families. Similarly, recently we've had Rose is alive and Rose has got summer. Is that nonsense? Yeah, it is. It can. That's one fact, actually, that can be proven. That Rose Bly is not Julie. It's Rose and Candice's cousin. That is a fact. But do they have anything to do with summer? Very, very unlikely. Can I prove it? No. Can you prove it that they have? No. Dudley, another one. I could go on. Names just keep popping up. H, Ali, Leslie. They took summer because they had an argument with Candice. H killed Summer and covered it up. Ali covered it up. H is involved. H went back to 110 Ben Hill Road and then the whole thing was covered up. Is that likely? No. But can I prove it didn't happen? No. But can you prove it did? No. It's all theory and speculation, which is fine as long as it's clear it's theory and it's speculation and it's opinion. Now let's turn to yesterday's video. With all that said, Jodie Sue's son, he's a grown man. He's made himself known in the case because he appeared on WJHL. I was even accused of doxing him because I showed the news clip? No. Showed the news clip to show that he's spoken out about the case. He's out there about the case, talking about the scream. So he's made himself known and is an adult. So a claim is made. Did I say that claim was fact? Or even that I believed it? No. No, I didn't. I said this is what's being said. I said I would like to know the date of when this is alleged to have occurred. Now, it doesn't take very much research to listen to Squall Tape and say, well, it must have been Jodie Sue's son was chased off the property after they got the alarms put in the woods. Well, that was after Summer disappeared. So it has to be after June 15th that he was chased down the hill. Do I know for sure it happened? No. But do you know for sure that it didn't? No. It's hearsay. Just like everything else in this case. Just like everything that Jose told you, or Ziggy Valero told you, or even Candice, Grandma, Don told you, that Dudley told you. It's all hearsay. All of it. Look up the definition of hearsay. None of it can be verified as fact. Not one thing. We can look for discrepancies. We can theorise based on that information. But is it fact? As in directly related to what happened to Summer? Can any of it be proven? No. No, it can't. It doesn't matter what clique you're in, what side you're on. I'm not on anybody's side. I listen to a wide range of channels, which seems to be a problem for some people. But hey ho, that's the way I roll. I'm not a team player. I work alone. How silly is it all? Because people watch creators, including myself, and don't bother thinking it through. They believe everything they hear. They don't bother thinking it through. They take it as fact and they run with it. None of it is fact. None of it. Not even from me. None of it. Yeah, I can put a good theory together. I can put a good case together. I can provide you evidence for that theory. But is it fact? No. It doesn't tell us anything about the disappearance of Summer, as in what actually happened that day. Don Schaefer Jr. looks mighty suspicious to me, and I've made numerous videos as to why. Everything points to him. Does it mean he did it? No, not at all. Does it mean he's suspicious? Yeah. Does it mean I suspect him? Yeah. But does it mean he did it? No, not at all. Same with Don, Candice and anybody else, including Jodie Sue's son. So, if it happened, this thing happened after June 15th, well, it's not directly related to disappearance of Summer, is it? Because he wasn't holding Summer when he ran away. And he tripped the alarms, so it has to be after June 15th. But why did they fit those alarms in the first place? Because there was creepers in the woods. But Summer had already disappeared. So we have to ask the question, what was Jodie Sue's son doing, hanging around? I don't know. Was he, as some people say, returned to the scene of a crime? I don't know, because we don't know a crime was committed. Was he spying, trying to listen in? Maybe. Was he going for a walk and he didn't know the property lines? I find that hard to believe at the age of 19. I can believe it at 5. I could even believe it at 10, but not at 19. He knows very well where Candice's and Don's property starts and his ends. So no, I don't believe he was just innocently going for a walk. He was there for a reason, but what is that reason? We don't know. But the mic drop moment, for me, when I heard this, was, oh my God. Mic drop moment as like one of exclamation, surprise, emphasis. That's how we use it around here. I don't think it's the official definition, formal definition, but who makes a formal definition? I don't know. But it was like, oh my God, I've got to look into this. Can I prove anything? No. Can I bring receipts? No. But did I say I believed it? Did I say it was fact? No. Not at all. So I ask you with the greatest of respect, before you left a negative comment, did you actually watch the video? Did you watch it all the way through? Did you just click on it the first 30 seconds? Did you believe another creator and just came along and made a comment without even watching the video? I don't know. I can't prove you did, I can't prove you didn't. I know a lot of people clicked out very early on in the video. I'm assuming those are the people who didn't watch it, but I can't say who you are. YouTube doesn't tell me that. Why was yesterday's video so much different than anybody else's? Than discussion about anybody else connected with the case or any other occurrence? The mic drop moment for me came because instantly I sprang to the Chris McDonough interview with H when he talked about the creepy guy in the woods. My mind went there. Maybe, just maybe, this is the guy that was hanging around. Hunter got the name wrong, but is it? Could it be? And he came back, he's kept coming back. He wanders around in those woods. But does it mean he took something? No! There's no proof of that whatsoever. But it intrigues me. It intrigues me that people thought me talking about that claim was so different than me talking about what H said. A minor, a genuine minor. Yep, his mother was there when he talked and his great-grandma, so yeah. He had his family's permission, but still, how many people have accused H, a minor, of killing someone? I haven't, because I don't believe he did. Can I prove it? No. Is it any different than Ziggy Valero coming along? No, it's no different than that. But equally, it's no different than what Candice says, or what Don says about the events of that day, or what Jodie Sue says. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said the scream is unfounded. How can he say that? He wasn't there. But how can any of us say that it did happen? I talk about it a lot, as in, I believe Jodie Sue heard something. I don't know if it was Summer screaming, but I believe she heard something. But that's just my belief, that's just my opinion. I don't know whether it happened, but are we to believe law enforcement that they actually know more and it's unfounded for a reason? Maybe. Can I say that for definite? No. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson has told us probably the very few facts we have. That Candice and Don passed polygraphs. Yes, he could be lying. Likely he's not, but I don't know. I wasn't there when they took the polygraphs. Detective John Pruitt told us probably the most important stuff that we've heard in the last 10.5 months about all the different data collection they've done, investigations they've done, cell data, GPS data, cell tower data, interviews, and they're no further forward than they were at the beginning. I believe that, I do. Is it fact? Probably. Can I absolutely prove it? No, because I haven't seen law enforcement's investigation. I'm going off what he said. So do we know all of this is fact? No, not at all. All we know is Summer is missing. All we know, according to the TBI, is that Summer Wells has been missing since the 15th of June, outside of her home, the 100 block of Ben Hill Road. A family member reported her missing. We've heard the dispatch call. The details in the dispatch call were wrong. Why? Was the dispatcher just very bad at her job, or was she told incorrect details? We don't know, because we haven't seen the 911 calls. So I'll ask you all, for those of you who've got to the end, I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but people who left negative comments yesterday, I'm guessing you haven't stayed to the end. It's hard to hear that after 10.5 months, we know nothing as fact. It's very hard to hear. The footprints, I talk about them a lot. Are they fact? Probably. Because Dave Rader told us. We've seen evidence of that search into the night on the 19th of June. We've seen that. Someone recorded it. Does it mean the footprints were Summer's? No, because that scent dog could have been given a scent article that had got mixed scent on it. Could it have been Summer's footprints from a different day? Yeah. So do they relate to the disappearance of Summer? Maybe. We don't know. So the last thing I'm going to say for those of you who have made it to the end is ask yourself this question. Why is talking about a claim made about Jodie Sue's son any different than any of the claims made about anybody else in this case? Why does he get special treatment? It was even said that I was risking his life by talking about it. Am I? Well, haven't Don, Candice, Grandmas, Dudleys, H's, Ali's, etc, 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 haven't they had the same risk posed on them for talking about Summer's case on the internet? For being involved in some way in Summer's case? Yeah. So why should I treat Jodie Sue or her family any different? So tomorrow we're going to look into those families. Join me then. Goodbye from Miss Tillington and Miss Cassie Springer. Bye guys.